All right, Ken, throw up this video. Little backstory. It never hit the light of day, and sorry to bring it up on your birthday, Ken. But when we rented the excavator to build our track, we borrowed a ladder.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
And this ladder caused significant quarrels within the group, to say the least. We borrowed it from Ken's parents' shed because it's tall and it would work good to set up the time lapse. Well, Ken told us, don't break that ladder. It was my grandpa's.
Multiple times.
Well, to be clear, so I don't know who went over with me to get it in the first place. I went because I was told to go get a tall ladder. And was it you or was it Mike?
It could have been me, but for sake of the story, don't involve me.
I think it was Mike. So we sit here and we go to grab the normal ladder we always grab. And it's sitting there and it's this aluminum, really big ladder that's very heavy. And then there's a wooden one that's just a little bit shorter than it sitting next to it. And we're thinking to ourselves, I'm like, well, they probably don't want this old, like the old wooden one probably it won't be needed to be used in case they somehow need this one, and it's going to be lighter. So I'm like, well, it seems like we should take the less nice one. So we take the less nice one, put it in the back of a truck, and we bring it over to the shop. Ken immediately walks outside. He's like, why'd you grab that ladder? I'm like, I don't know. It's just that I told me to grab a ladder. He's like, that's my great-grandpa's ladder. Or your great-great-grandpa's. And I'm like, oh, shit. He goes, don't break that ladder. I'm like, oh, we'll just bring it back right now. Let's just go and bring it back right now. We'll swap it out. And he goes, no, it's fine. It's fine. like son was like, don't bring it back, but that's the wrong ladder. And I was like, what do you want me to do? He's like, it's fine. Just use it. Just don't break it.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was
don't break it. And I am like, okay. So we bring it out to the field. I don't know why anyone would break this ladder to begin with. And I tell everyone, I say, no one break this ladder. I don't tell them the whole story. I just figured, I'm not filming. I'm not doing anything. I say, nobody break this ladder. Don't break it. We're under strict instructions. Do not break this ladder. Okay. Day moves on. Ben ends up in the excavator.
When he said that, I was not there.
I was just saying, unfortunately, the excavator operator did not hear the story about to not break the ladder.
So Ken's saying, I told you to not break this ladder. Never told me.
Well, wait, the ladder
hold on. I'm just clearing my name before it gets dragged through the mud.
I think I did tell you.
Clearing. No, you never told me.
I think you thought I was joking. I said, don't break the ladder. And I think you might have not realized the seriousness at hand.
Well, as you're laughing.
So I thought you knew because you were inching towards it with the thing.
All right. Carry, keep on with the story. So keep on with the story.
I threw a fit about this.
No, just hold on.
Well, anyways, hold on. We got to keep going to this.
We'll keep the progression of the story.
Now, Ben is in the excavator, and he's inching close, and he's like measuring the distance that it can swing. And as long as he doesn't touch one of the buttons that either pushes it out further or adjusts the bucket, it's not going to hit it. And he's got it within like a foot of this ladder, and he's spinning around full speed, and it's missing the ladder by a foot. And I'm like, I think everyone's sitting here watching, and we're like, he's just messing with Ken, trying to get a reaction out of him.
It's so funny. And like everyone was just silent.
I just like trusted what he was doing. I just kind of was like, he seems to know what he's doing. He hopped in here and just like has so much confidence in his operating ability. So like, who am I?
I've never driven an excavator.
I thought you were just trying to tick him off, and like he wasn't getting mad and giving you the response that you wanted to like stop. So then Ben like stopped.
No. I didn't know it was Ken's ladder, so I wasn't trying to get any reaction out of him.
Well, basically,
I was literally just doing it. Okay. I was just doing it without a care
because you thought it was an old shitty ladder. Basically,
yeah. I thought it was just an old shitty ladder. I didn't know where it came from, but I was just up there, just swinging around an excavator.
Yeah. And then he stopped.
And to be fair, it was in the middle of a construction zone. Like it was in the middle of Rich going with a bulldozer, in between a bulldozer and the excavator and the skid steer. Like it was in the middle of the track being built. So I was like,
it's like a 100-year-old ladder.
Clearly, this ladder doesn't.
This ladder is 100 years old. He used to paint houses with it.
All right, okay.
So then there's like the little thing that comes out at the top of the ladder for like a paint bucket or a paint tray, whatever you want to call it, to sit there, and that's hanging out. And now Ben has like the bucket, and it's like he's like operating it, like flipping it up and down,
inching closer
like
to the
within
ladder.
inches of it, and he's like going past it. passive. It's just like going like, and he's just kind of teasing everyone.
And we're all
and we're all
watching
just like
in
Silent, just
I think I recall Ryan just
I mean,
staring in disbelief.
well, we were under such like, I thought everyone knew, like, you know, like I didn't think I needed to tell you don't break Ken's 100-year-old family heirloom ladder. Which also, it's very odd to have a ladder as a family heirloom.
It's just like,
if I would
I
have
agree,
known.
I agree.
your parents have old shit. You just
No,
know,
I agree.
don't fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's never good to break the family stuff. Even if Bob had literally taken that ladder and thrown it away the very next day, it's Bob's job to break the ladder, not ours.
I agree. Well, that's why no one said anything, because we're like, well, surely he's not going to hit the ladder. But I was like, man, he is getting so close. He is really good at operating this thing, and he has a lot of faith in it. Next thing I know, smack! Fucking smacks the ladder, crushes the paint tray, wood goes flying, and then Ken says, "Ben, grab my ladder!"
And then I'm like,
all of us
I
are
thought,
like this. Holy
dude,
it wasn't even funny. All of us were just like, Jesus, dude.
Christ.
dude, as soon as
Too
Ken
far.
goes, that's my 100-year-old ladder. I go, real funny, real funny.
He thought he was
Real
trolling him.
funny. I thought Ken was
Throw it
trolling me,
back.
and then I thought you guys were behind it because then Ryan storms off, and
I was upset.
CJ's standing there with the camera like down low, which the only time a camera's down low is when you're trying to hide it because it's so uncomfortable to hold it up.
I couldn't believe what
So
I was watching.
he's just like holding it real low, and I'm looking at CJ, just hoping that he's gonna go. It's a joke,
I told him, I was like, dude, it's
and
not
CJ just shaking his head, and I'm like, please tell me this is a joke. And Ken
was mad. Rightfully
Understandably,
so.
yeah.
rightfully so. And Ken gets in his Bronco and he rips off at like 50 through like
Fastest I've ever seen.
fastest
that
I've ever
Bronco
seen
go.
that Bronco go too. And I'm like,
In a quarter-mile time out there.
and it's just silent. It's just me, CJ, and Evan, and I think Mike might have been there. And I'm like, please tell me you guys are fucking with me. I'm like, please, somebody tell me this is a joke on me. And then Ryan comes back. You just have no fucking boundaries, do you? And I'm like, all right, this isn't a joke,
joke's-
is it?
yeah.
I'm
No.
like, this is real. I fucked up.